before when work starts. I start at 5:30, but I think I'm going to go for 10 minutes possibly. So, yeah. Just first of all, can anyone hear me? Anyone? Just making sure everything's fine. I'm not having any issues. So, let's start. I've been doing sports, so I'm gonna do a decode. I'm obviously I'm trying to think, what should I do today? What decode should I do? I thought there was one I wanted to do that I didn't do, but I'm gonna. All right. We all know politics is by the numbers, of course. So I'm going to show you an example. Okay. Before I start, I'm just going to show you. The topic is about Pakistan, and it's about its corrupt politicians that are in Pakistan. And obviously, like a lot of countries, they are part of the big club, aren't they? So I will be doing a decode on Maryam Nawaz. Or why? Because what I'm gonna do is just type in their name and see what because these people, the reason why I'm doing this, because I obviously have family that's Pakistani. Lots of relatives are Pakistani. They have an interest in politics, but they don't know how deceitful it really is. It's just like any other system in the world. They're just actors who are just praying out a script. So Maryam Safdar, that's her actual name. And what's interesting, Maryam Safdar or Maryam Nawaz. Well, Safdar is her married name. Her name equals 120. Why is that important? Because the Jesuit order equals 84, which is a reflection of Maryam Safdar, who's 48. And the Jesuit order equals 201, which is a reflection of Maryam Safdar, who equals 120 English ordinal. So basically, she is a Jesuit actor. I'll tell you what's happened in Pakistan. Basically, these people, they lost the election by the numbers, of course, and Imran Khan won the election by the numbers, of course, and they paint themselves as being people that want to bring back democracy to Pakistan. But I'm not going to go too much into detail, but basically, no prime minister in that country ever lasts more than at least 5 years. But we'll see how long Imran Khan lasts. They don't last. Their leaders always seem to go. But it's clear that, thanks to Jamaatu, we can understand that it's probably because it's all by the numbers, of course. Because Pakistan goes to this cycle of civilian government and military rule, civilian government and military rule. So anyway, she is another thing, her name is 24, and Freemason is 42, reflection of 24. Like Zionist, but very important. Sorry, I meant to get something else. Yeah, Zionism, 42, and 84, reflection of Maryam Safdar, who's 48 and 24. So she's a Zionist, Jesuit, Masonic actor. She's a Zionist Freemason. And Bilal, who leads the People's Party, his name equals 47. Like government and agent, and I always think about playing their videos, but because because it's in a foreign language. I mean, I should understand the language, but I don't understand it fully, so I'm not gonna play it. But I will say is that, I mean, show you a picture of him. I mean, this guy, he is a son of Benazir Bhutto, who was the prime minister. She got assassinated, of course, under the, which was murder by numbers. I mean, actually I should put his full name. Equals 88. And interestingly, his name is 223, like 322, like Skull and Bones. So he's, again, another, you know, part of the club in the Masonic, you know. Then we got Nawaz Sharif, who's currently in London. Interesting that I mean, obviously London, obviously people are like, oh, it's London. Yeah, London's also a Masonic country, and his name equals 40, like Zionist. So he's another, you know, again, they're all part of the same club. I mean, there was no opposition. There's no opposition politics, isn't it? I mean, it's all a show. It's all theatre, you know. Like Imran Khan, the current Prime Minister. Again, his name equals 42, like Freemason. And 84, like Jesuit Order. Again, he's also, he might be slightly better than these lot, because these lot are a lot more. I mean, he's a Prime Minister. He has a 22nd Prime Minister. If anyone can hear me, just please let me know, so I'm not, you know, so when it finishes, it doesn't come out on mute, you know. Alright, back. Oh, well, lost it, but never mind. Alright, let's go with Pakistan People's Party. 88, like Bilal Bhutto Zardari, which is 88. So it tells you that he was born and bred to be the leader of the party, which is he is. Or also known as PPP equals 33, like Masonry. Pakistan Muslim League Noor equals 102, as we've seen before, like the Jesuit Order, which is 201. PTI equals 19. I think I've seen that before somewhere. Oops, no. Just stick to that anyway. Which is interesting. PTI in the other side was equals 19. the Cabal. I think is that 19? Or is Cabal 19? Cabal 19. Yeah, Cabal equals 19. Cabal, as you know, that's the word that's commonly used to describe his will in the world. Like the Jesuit Cabal, the New World Cabal. Actually, I should. General. Do General Musharraf. General Musharraf equals 77. He was the former president and former chief of the army. And what's interesting about him is, I mean, at one point it's alleged that he wanted to recognize Israel. Maybe this is the reason, because General Musharraf equals 77 and Zayas equals 77. So again, he's another agent as well. I mean, there's no one in. I mean, there's not. It's hard to find anyone that's completely not part of this club. It would have to be one way or the other, because they are compromised. If you're wondering, I mean, Pakistan with its military might as nuclear weapons, you would think they would help Palestinians, but it's all talk, all rhetoric, all scripted. They're just scripted to say what they need to say, and they're not going to do nothing because they're just compromises. Same with Turkey, same with any country. They're not going to do nothing for the Palestinians, nothing at all. I can guarantee you that. And plus, they're very buddies with Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, who are bombing the hell out of Yemen. They're not said anything. Like I say, most of these are all compromised one way or the other, because they're just part of the gang, Well, if things were normal, I think everyone would be starting at 6 o'clock. Then I could just go on for, probably 45 minutes, but I'm not going to have much time. Looks like I'm out of time. I have to call it for today. Might try to do it again later. Might try to do it again, but I don't know. Possibly after 11 o'clock, which is my break time, which is half an hour break. Hopefully, I'll be back if I can have the time. So see you later. We'll be back if possible.